Hello, my name is Victor Portillo, and today I will speak about integrated and designated English language development. English language development, or ELD, is protected under federal and state laws. This means that EL students must be provided with ELD in Sedai and/or primary language instruction until they are reclassified. What is integrated and designated ELD? According to California Code of Regulations, integrated ELD is all teachers with English learners in their classroom use ELD standards in tandem with the LA and other content instruction throughout the day. The focus is on meaning and engaging activities designed to build content knowledge and develop advanced levels of English. Designated ELD is a protected time during the regular school day when teachers use the California ELD standards as the focal standards in ways that build into and from content instruction in order to develop critical English language skills, knowledge, and abilities needed for content learning and English. Expanding a little bit more on English language development, during designated ELD instruction, students develop English proficiency targeting ELD standards. If you notice on the seesaw, the focus is on language during designated ELD instruction. Content is right by it, but the heaviest part is the focus on language. Now, when we go over to integrated ELD instruction, we provide meaningful access to grade level academic content instruction. Going back to the seesaw example, we notice that the heaviest part is what? Content. But right next to it is language. It's not the heaviest part, but it's still important, but the focus is content. Additionally, ELD is part of an English learner's core curriculum. It is not an intervention, and counseling and tutoring do not qualify as EL instructional services. Now, some key features of integrated ELD in the different content areas is that effective instructional experiences for ELs throughout the day and across the disciplines will include the following: lessons that are interactive and engaging, meaningful and relevant, and intellectually rich and challenging. You will also use appropriate scaffold in order to provide strategic support that moves learners towards independence. They will also build both content knowledge and academic English. You will also value and build upon primary language and culture and other forms of prior knowledge. Now, what would you expect to see and hear in the classroom during integrated ELD? Well, you would see scaffolding across all content instruction throughout the day, every day, making content subject matter comprehensible for English learners. You would also see collaborative conversations, GLAD strategies, close reading, modified questioning strategies, intensive vocabulary development, some sort of note taking, graphic organizers, and plenty of work samples. Now, these are the 10 essential features of designated ELD. There is intellectual quality, academic English focus, extended language interaction, focus on meaning, focus on forms, planned and sequenced events, scaffolding, clear lesson objectives, corrective feedback, and finally, formative assessment practices. What would you expect to see and hear in the classroom during designated ELD? Well, teaching English skills necessary to master content, language learning activities such as unpacking sentences and paragraphs, deconstructing and reconstructing text, summarizing structured responses. You would have a focus on language objectives. You would have collaborative conversations focused on the 4 language domains. There would also be a focus on English grammar, sentence conventions, and writing. You would also see and hear sentence frames, paragraph frames, content vocabulary instruction, plenty of opportunities for students to speak and use the language, other shared language activities that focus on learning English, and of course, plenty of work samples and finished products. Thank you so much for joining me on what is integrated and designated ELD. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email any one of us on this slide. Have a good one.